Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are talk about controlling and its process. So in controlling, it is a primary goal oriented function of a management in an organization. It is a process of comparing actual performance with the set standard performance of the company to ensure that activities are performed according to the desired manner. And if there is any deviation, then take corrective action. All the activities are being performed according to the plans. It also ensures that the resources are being utilized effectively and efficiently. In controlling process, it consists of 5 steps. The first step of the process of controlling is to establish a standard of performance against which the actual performance of the organization is measured. An organization should clearly define its standard to the employees and must establish attainability, understandability standard to be achieved. Standard can be set in qualitative terms as well as quantitative terms. Under quantitative term, the standard of an organization are expressed in quantitative terms like unit of the product to be produced and sold, cost to be incurred, etc. On the other hand, under qualitative term, the standard of an organization are expressed in qualitative term like time taken to be serve a customer, motivation, level of employees, etc. The qualitative standard should also be set in a way that makes the measurement easy. Once the organization established the standard, the second step of the process of controlling is to measure the actual performance in a reliable and objective manner. Usually, the actual performance is measured at the end of the performance. In some cases, the organization measure performance throughout the performance. Different department of an organization can measure its actual performance differently, like with the production department by the number of unit produced, the sale department by the number of units sold, etc. Now come to the third step of the process of controlling is to compare the actual performance of the organization with the established standard. By comparing the actual performance with the standard, an organization can determine the deviation between them. If the actual performance of the organization matches with the set standard, then the controlling process ends after the third step, which means everything is in control of the firm. On the other hand, if the actual performance of the organization does not match with the set standard, then there are two more steps in the process. Now come to the fourth step of the process of controlling is to analyze the deviation in performance and find out the problem through which we cannot achieve the standard. Usually, a deviation in the performance of an organization can be because of many reasons, such as faulty process, unrealistic standard, business environment, etc. So, it is essential for the organization to identify the exact cause of the deviation so that proper and corrective measure can be taken for the same. Now come to the last and the final step of the process of controlling is to take corrective action. If the deviation are within the acceptable limit set by the manager, then there is no need to be taken corrective action. On the other hand, if the deviation go beyond the acceptable limit, then proper action are required. For example, if the actual performance of an organization deviation because of lack of resources, then the manager tried to procure them to meet the standard. And if the actual performance deviate because of the lack of skills in the employee, then the manager might give proper training to the employees. It also shows that every deviation does not need the same corrective measure. The rules, process, or method of corrective action changes with the requirement of deviation. So this is all about the controlling process, and I hope this video is useful for you to understand the whole process of controlling.